Hello and welcome to the Human Bacon Podcast. What episode are we on, Nick?
38.
38? Well, I don't care how old we are today because the Celtics fucking are in the finals.
Yes, they are.
God
we made
damn.
it.
That's
Game
insane.
7. What an intense fucking Game 7 it was, too. Up 17.
I know, up 17.
Slowly watching it go away, and you're like, there's no way we're going to blow this. Oh, we're going to blow this.
Yeah, like, dude, in the last 3 minutes, we stopped playing defense entirely. And we just kept throwing them the ball on offense.
Yeah, we had a lot of dumb turnovers.
I don't know what the last 3 minutes was, but if you try to do that against the Warriors, then you're gonna fucking lose.
Yeah, you're not gonna win.
They're not even gonna do layups. Like, they're gonna just shoot threes in
They're gonna rain
transition.
threes down is what they're gonna do.
That's what they do in fast breaks. They shoot threes, and they
yeah.
all go in all the time.
Yep.
It's like, Jesus.
We're a big team, though. They're not a big team, so
No,
we
like,
gotta use our size.
as far as physicality, like, it's insane too. Like, we had to go through Milwaukee and then the Heat, right? Like, we went
Brooklyn,
through
yeah.
we went through Brooklyn, but that wasn't really that physical of a series. Like, it was
No, yeah.
it was like,
We bullied them.
yeah, we were more physical against them. Like, between going against Milwaukee and Miami, dude, like, it was the amount of punishment that our players had to go
basketball.
through.
Yep.
It was insane. Like, it was just the amount of physicality was ridiculous. And now we're in the finals against a team who really isn't that physical. And, like, literally
They're a
just
finesse team.
they're a finesse.
They're gonna run and set screens and keep setting screens so one of the guys gets open and jacks up a three.
That's gonna be their entire
a lot of
offense. You got to take away the three.
And the game's on at fucking 9 o'clock. That sucks so much.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Like I don't know what they're doing with the times this year, but they're telling people on the East Coast to go fuck themselves.
One of the games is on a Monday, and it's at 9 o'clock. Like, so 9 o'clock, I'm going to stay until midnight. I got to work.
Yeah,
Like, how many people? What if it goes into overtime? Something the game's going to be on until 12:30. Like, really?
I know.
Think, like, everyone in the West Coast can suck a dick, all right? 9 o'clock started at 7.
Like, I understand if it's a Warriors game for it to be on at like 8:39. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But dude, there's multiple games in Boston that are at 9.
Yeah. They're at 9. Doesn't make
What the
any
fuck
sense.
is that?
Yeah, we all just have to go by stupid West Coast time.
Is it because the Warriors were a higher seed that their
I don't know.
times are like what they
It
want?
doesn't make any sense.
You know what I'm
9
saying?
o'clock starts. There's a couple 8 o'clock ones, but even then, it's like, I mean, I get 8, but still.
Yeah. Like I don't know. It just should be 7:30 on the dot.
And we were talking earlier that I looked up tickets. It's $736. Cheapest seats you can get
It's insane.
for game 3 or whatever.
That's ridiculous.
That's
And
a lot of money.
That's game 3, so you don't even know how game 1 and game 2 are gonna go. Like, if someone like sat down and did the math, like, how much money do you think that one game is giving like that stadium?
Yep.
Like, how much?
Well, it's like, I think it fits almost 20,000 if you get $700 for the cheapest seats. I mean,
That's
that's a lot of money.
That's too much money. That's power.
Thousands of dollars. You want to sit anywhere near the court, it's like thousands and thousands of dollars.
That amount of money is just an enormous amount of power.
Yep. I'll just sit at home. It's
Yeah.
cool. I got a TV,
Yeah.
dog. It's pretty
Right.
good.
Fucking get
Smoke some meth,
Yeah, it's meth.
right?
Meth and
Every NBA Finals.
Yeah, why not? You know, you just grab some meth.
Yeah,
That's what you
start
do.
tweaking.
You just start tweaking.
Woo!
You just yeah, and then like you get so like tuned in to their sneakers squeaking on the court. You know, it's just
Too much, then you jump out the window.
Yeah, and then you get paranoid and jump out the window.
Yep.
But I mean, of course you survive because you're on meth. You're
You're on
loosey
meth.
goose, so you hit the ground,
You'll
you
be fine.
roll. You're good. You got some bumps and bruises. You come back up, finish the game.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, 2010 was the last time we made the finals, so we'll see if meth's changed in the last 12 years.
Dude, like, I wonder if Breaking Bad had any influence at all on like the meth like around. Like, do you think people started dyeing their shit blue? Maybe
1,000% somebody
like,
did.
like
I would bet my fucking life on it that
just
somebody
because
did.
of the show.
Yeah,
they're,
absolutely.
They're like, bro, I got that Breaking Bad meth.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like
Absolutely.
someone's had to it. That's a
Yeah.
pretty good damn PR.
There was somebody
You
sitting
know?
there with a notepad writing down everything they were buying to make the meth. Like Bunsen burners, like everything. That guy was fucking taking
Stay
notes.
out of my territory.
Yep. You're getting the wrong matches.
And then Walter he realizes what he did, and then he's like, wait, that motherfucker's in my territory. I just tried helping him because I'm a good person. And then Heisenberg took over, and he's just like, stay out of my territory.
Stay out of my territory. And it was just a big giant man that could have beaten the shit out of Walter too, but for some reason he just said okay and left.
Yeah. Did South Park ever do any Breaking Bad stuff? They had to have.
They might have, but nothing I can think of off the top of my head.
I feel like they could have done. I feel like if they did, it'd be like very funny. I think it'd be very.
Oh
good.
yeah, they might. I don't know.
Hmm.
Yep, Celtics made it. I watched. I think we were going to talk about this a couple weeks ago. That Our Father thing, Father.
Oh yeah.
On fucking Netflix.
I have not looked into that at all. I know it's something about sperm and a sperm doctor, but
yeah, it's really fucked up about essentially Nick. That it's a sperm doctor that people went to, and like I think it was in Indiana. Yeah, it was in Indianapolis, and it was from like 76 to like 80 something. And it was like artificial, is it like a donor insemination? But he would also like if a husband and wife showed up, he would use the husbands to try to impregnate the wife. But he switched it out for his at times during that too. During all of this, he just switched out for his.
Dude, I feel like that had to be planned so far in advance. Like for him to take that career path, it's like way before school. Like when he was a kid, like he was thinking of this shit. Like he saw like a sperm doctor one time, and then he just probably got in his head. He's like, oh, why couldn't you just replace it with yours? Like
yours.
Who would know?
Just
like,
do that.
That must have been a thought he had when he was like 15, 16, and then like he just fucking just rolled with it.
He just rolled with it.
He's like, I'll do whatever I have to do to get in that position.
Somebody,
Jesus.
They found out because some lady jumped on Ancestry, and then found out that like, because I guess it tells you other people who did it. If your brother or sister or somebody did it, it'll tell you like, oh, your brother filled this out, and she was adopted, I think. Oh no, she was a donor kid, so she didn't know who the donor was. So she was always curious about if she had other brothers and sisters, because they said they only use the same sample like 2 or 3 times because you don't want a bunch of people related to each other living in the same area, because that's not good.
Yeah.
So then you first watch it, and it's like kid 6. There's like 6 people. They're all adults now because it happened, in the late 70s. And literally all of them found each other from going on Ancestry, so I'm never going on Ancestry. And pings just kept popping up. And then, like, it was kind of, them talking. It was mainly them just talking to people about how they all felt violated and how fucked up it was. But then as you're watching, that number just keeps ticking up. Then it's at, like, 17, and you're like, he did this 17 times. That's insane. And then they're at, like, 45, and you're like, okay, this guy needs to slow the fuck down. And then at the end, it's 94 people that he...
Oh,
and that's that they
God.
know about. 94 different times.
Wow.
And some, I mean, I don't know if it was true or they were just adding to the drama for it, but they thought that he was like a part of some cult thing. They didn't really have much evidence, but they were saying like they thought he was trying to make some like almost Aryan race, because like almost a decent amount of the kids he had were blonde haired and blue eyed kids, ironically.
Really?
So they just thought like he was trying to do some crazy. And then they found out, and they like confronted him about it, and he was like, "Don't fucking tell anybody about it." And then it all got out in, like the media and shit. And I don't even think he got in trouble for it. I think he had like a reduced sentence or something. It wasn't even that bad.
Really?
Yeah.
For like, just...
I don't remember, but I don't think it was that bad.
Oh God, what would even how would you even charge someone who did that?
I think that's what it was, because it was like, what are you charging him with?
Is it rape?
Yeah,
No.
You can't do that.
It's not rape, right?
No. Lola, go lay down.
He just put DNA in you that you thought was someone else's.
Because especially like for the people who are getting the donor one, like it's tough to argue about who the donor is.
Yeah.
I mean, you pick, obviously. I'm guessing they get some weird fucking catalog that you go through.
He's just like,
ugly.
Like, here's a little bit of me.
Yeah.
Let's throw a little me in there.
And he just decided to do that at 94. He has 94 kids. And then I was thinking, do you think he has the most kids ever? And then I was just going in my head back in history. I'm like, how many kids did Genghis Khan have? Because I know they say there's like a huge chunk of the population is somehow related to him.
Yeah, they said that I think it was like 5 or like 10% of like the Chinese population is related to the Genghis Khan.
Yeah, they could find a way to...
Because he just literally killed everyone and then replaced them all with his children, basically. Yeah. He killed all the men, everyone except the women, and then he had sex with all the women, and that was his goal.
It's just insane.
And that's what he did.
Just keep watching that. That'd be a good Netflix documentary. How many women did Genghis Khan go and hook up with?
God. Now that's insane. Now I have to watch it to probably get like the full gist of it. But
yeah, because it's fucked up. Like just seeing everyone's reactions. I mean, I'm kind of just telling what happened. So they do a lot of talking to everybody and them how they all figured it out. But it's just insane how many people, and a bunch of people had like similar medical problems and everything too, and they were all worried like, oh, I could have hooked up with like my cousin or my brother or sister in school. You know, you never would have known it because nobody knew.
Yeah, it's crazy how, like, have you ever heard stories of like brothers and sisters, like they were like separated at birth and then they marry each other in the future and they had no idea? Like, that's insane.
I think I saw that on Maury once, I won't lie to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely insane, because then it's like, once you find that out, it's like, what do you do?
Yeah, literally.
It's like you never knew this person your whole life. They're a stranger to you, but all of a sudden, they're your sister.
No, they're your brother, and you can't have
kids
married, with them.
You've been married for 10 years.
Like,
They're your sister.
Legally, you can't. Yeah, you're not allowed to do any of that.
But I mean, like, at the point you find out, like, is so important, because obviously you find out, obviously you won't have kids, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously you'll fucking hope you'll be smart and not be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna go Alabama now, fuck it.
Bunch of hills have eyes, kids.
Yeah, right. And that's just crazy. That's crazy how people like just separated at birth across the country, and then they just find their way back, and then
find out
they're just destined for incest. Just destined.
Gross.
And they don't even want it. It's just like, it just happens.
It's too late now.
It's too late.
You should have went it on Ancestry. That $100 ruined your life.
God damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, dude, Ancestry, I feel like you can learn some dark shit on there.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
No.
I'm good.
Because, like, if I go on there, I'll be like, oh, well, all my ancestors owned slaves?
Yeah.
Well,
like,
fuck.
I didn't need to know that.
Like, I thought McCready's were pretty cool.
Yeah. I thought we were cool guys.
I thought we were good guys.
I thought we were all right.
Jesus.
Or all the names that just get lost, like my mom's, maiden name, and like her mom's, you know what I mean? Like all those names just get lost. You don't even know that it like have a lot to do with you. It's like, no, I'm just Legacy. Everyone's Legacy's. And it's like, no, not really.
Ancestry. Crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff.
How's the, because I know the Bruins got eliminated, right?
Bruins are gone. That's Red Sox are doing better.
Yeah. They've had like a decent win streak, right?
Yeah, I haven't really been watching too much, but
they're pretty much even now, kind of.
They're getting close to 500. Yeah, they're still like fucking 12 games out of the Yankees. It's not like the Yankees are just destroying everybody.
You know how in Call of Duty there's like a kill-death ratio?
Yeah, the
Dude,
KDR.
when I first started looking at like sports stats, I would always call like win-loss ratios. I would always call it KD. That's the first manner I learned like win and loss, or like kills and no kills.
Yep.
And it's the same like mathematical formula. It's the same thing. So I would because I remember my friend would be like, oh, what's the Celtics record? And I'd be like, oh, their KD is this, blah, blah, blah. And I wouldn't even know. I was saying it. Like, their kill-death ratio, but it's win-loss.
Yeah.
I always called it KD.
Fucking KDR.
Yeah. Always, always, always.
I had a pretty good Memorial Day weekend because on Friday, which, I mean, obviously it's going to be super busy in the meat department, and it's been a gorgeous weekend doing nothing but grilling. I get a phone call that somebody is calling out because their wife had COVID. And then they tested positive too, so they can't come in. And then I'm like, oh shit! So now I got all this shit to do. I'm trying to do an order and set up the shop and break the load down. And then the HR calls and she's like, oh, do you have close contact with this person? I'm like, yeah, we work in a small area together. So then she was like, all right, and I'm not vaccinated. So they asked, I probably should have said that and just lied. She said I was, because how do they know? But I was like, no, I'm not. And then like 5 minutes later, not even, they called back like, oh, we're going to talk to you upstairs. And I went upstairs and they sent me home for 5 days because I was in close contact with somebody with COVID.
All paid?
No.
No?
No more. I mean, I have time I can use.
Oh,
I have
okay.
vacation time and everything, so it's no problem with me. But literally Friday at like 8 in the morning, they told me I had to go home for 5 days, so I didn't have to work at all during Memorial Day weekend. And I feel, I took an at-home test, so I don't have it. But I was like, oh, I'll take 5, and then I'm going to work for 5 days, and then I'm on an actual vacation for 8 days, so.
Wow.
Pretty sweet. I get to work.
So they just gave you the early vacation?
Yeah, I'm going to work for, I'm going to go back, work the rest of the week. I can go back Wednesday. I'll work the rest of that week, and then I'll be on vacation again. So
nice. That's awesome.
I told them, I'm not moving this vacation either because you guys sent me home because somebody had COVID.
No, you got to tell them, just be like, oh, I was on COVID watch, and then my vacation's right after. So bye.
Sorry, bye.
Bye.
But yeah, one of the busiest weekends of the year. I've just been hanging out.
Yeah, that's that, like, whatever you call it, that like black and white, like, corporate shit, dude,
Yeah.
it can fuck them over so bad.
Yeah,
because they sent you home, but they were just like, fuck. Now, like, what are we gonna do?
Now the manager and the assistant manager aren't gonna be here for the whole Memorial Day weekend, and one of the other cutters he takes Saturdays off because it's like the only time he gets to hang out with his family.
Yeah.
So that's 3 people. So it's just Craig. So I don't know what they did. The one of the assistant store managers used to be a meat manager, so I don't know if he was just down there the whole time. They got help from another store. I don't know what they did, but you had just Craig Saturday.
Oh my God! They're just like here you go, Craig. The busiest day.
Good luck to you, dude.
And you're all by yourself. Have fun.
I think I've told this story before, but I told you I had another Craig story. So we were talking about they had a manager's outing at Kimball's. You know, it's like a mini golf place, whatever. So they were going there, and I told the one story I have about Kimball's, which I've told before, but I have to again because it turns into how Craig brought this up. We went there one time with Dan and my buddy Tim, and they were walking ahead of me, and then all I heard was Dan go, "Damn girl, nice ass," and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I looked, and Dan was talking to a goat, so it was just funny. Like we were laughing about it, and I said that, and then Craig's like, "You ever see a goat pussy?" And we were like, "What?" Craig is like, "Yeah, it was like," and then all of a sudden it was like this Vietnam flashback. He was like, "Yeah, I was like 8 years old at my buddy's house, and I don't know, I looked at it, and I was like, oh shit, that's a goat pussy," and like he just started talking about goat pussies, and we were fucking dying the whole time because he was just so like, "Oh God, like I can't believe what I saw."
A goat pussy ruined Craig's innocence?
I think that's why he's like that. He saw a goat pussy when he was 8 years old.
Wow. What a goat pussy will do to you. That's insane.
And then we were just laughing about it, and we kept bringing it up because how do you not? It's fucking hilarious. And he's like, "What? It's already shaved." And I was like, "I'm leaving. I'm going home."
Oh my God. That's it. That was his thought process. He goes, "It's already shaved. It's good to go." Wow.
He's talking loud too, and I'm like, all right, I don't want to be the goat pussy meat department, so I'm gonna walk away from this and not be involved.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Craig. So the goat pussy master had the whole Memorial Day weekend to himself to crank out some meat. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck, Craig. Damn. I had a really bad experience with a goat when I was little. And it was horrible and it was hilarious at the same time. But I was in like a petting zoo, and I was at like this farm or whatever, and it was just this petting zoo. And I went inside, and it was like a baby goat and like a mama goat and like a bunch of like little animals to pet, like rabbits and all that shit. And I was like, this is so cool. This is dope. So I go over to the baby goat, and I start like petting it, right? And it's so little that like I'm like only 8 years old, but I can pick it up. Like it's very tiny.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, the owner of the farm thought it would be a good idea to put the mama goat in with the baby goat, right?
Oh, so it was not happy.
So as soon as I picked that baby goat up, dude, she came from behind me and fucking headbutted me in the ass super hard.
Oh shit.
Dude, I fucking threw that baby goat and I fell on my face. And I had straw and like fucking dirt all on my face. And dude, I lift my head up and I start crying. And dude, my mom is like literally looking at me from outside the cage. And she goes, "Are you okay?" And I go, the goat just hit me really hard. And dude, I get up. And as soon as I get up, the mama goat hits me again.
Oh shit.
So it hits me twice in the ass. And I go flying again on my face. And my mom immediately starts dying laughing, right? And I'm just like, "Why are you laughing? My ass hurts so, like, my butt hurts bad." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I'm just like, I try to get up again. And the mama goat's like, "No, bitch, you better stay down."
Stay down.
And she fucking hits me in the ass again. And I go flying. And like, dude, at this point, I have like road burn from like the straw and stuff. Like, because, dude, that goat, like, a lot of power, sends you flying off your feet when you're 8 years old. Like, fucks you up. So I go flying again. And my mom is laughing so hard that she comes in and she's trying to help me. But she's laughing so hard she's weak and she can't like help me. So like literally I try to get up one more time and the goat hits me again, right? And at this point I'm like, okay, 4. I should have did 3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah.
But I was ignorant. I was like, I'm just gonna stay down. And she's so weak and from laughing so hard that she can't pick me up. So she's telling me to army crawl to the gate. right? And literally that's how I learned to army crawl that day. She goes, just crawl on your arms and move your legs. And I did that, and the goat left me alone. The goat did not want me getting up.
Yeah,
but dude, as soon as I got out of the gate and the door was closed, I stood up, and that goat was right at the gate. Like, fucking, it was like, you're lucky. You're so fucking lucky you're outside of this petting zoo right now. And I was just like, it would, like, if there was no gate, like, I just would have perpetually been hitting the ass
just
by that goat.
over and over again.
It never would have stopped, you know?
To this day.
Yeah, till this day, I'd be getting fucked up by a mama goat.
Dead.
Yeah. The goat would have kept going till it broke its neck or it broke something in me.
Tom Brady's just running into you.
That was
Go lay down. Go.
And literally I was crying and my mom was crying from laughter. That's the most distinctive part I remember about that day. It was like I was legitimately crying from pain in my ass and my mom was crying from laughter.
It's just like this kid just got fucked up by a goat.
Yeah, and like now I look back at it now and I'm not gonna lie. Like, the way it was happening, she knew I wasn't getting hurt.
Yeah.
It's just the goat kept knocking me down, and like it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
It was. But
Seeing
like
a little kid getting fucked up by a
at
goat.
the time,
hilarious.
the goat's the size of me. So like
it's
literally, it's like a cow. Like right now, like just like knocking me over constantly. Yeah. It's like you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do? You know?
Goat.
Yeah, it's so simple. Like it's analogous to like a bull just hitting you today.
Oh yeah.
Just boom, boom, boom.
Piece of shit animals.
God, that was a rough day. I'm pretty sure it was Easter that day too. So that was
a crispy spring morning.
It was a fun Easter.
Fucking stupid Easter.
Oh, goats, man. Though, like, have you ever seen the videos of like goats fainting?
Oh yeah,
dude, fucking so hilarious.
There's a guy who I don't know. I think he's on TikTok or whatever. He posts shit about his goat Billy Earl. And it's just a goat getting out doing things, and it's really fucking funny. Like, he gets on top of a house somehow. He's just yelling at the goat to get down. It's just stupid shit. It's just a guy yelling, just saying Billy Earl. And I don't know why I enjoy it so much, but it's a goat.
Yeah, man. I don't know why. I don't know what part of, like, natural selection or evolution made it so that when, like, a goat is scared, that their legs lock up, and then they fall on the ground.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's like, oh, thanks for this easy meal. Like, you're not even gonna run. Like, this
stupid goats.
I don't know how they survive to, like, that's probably the only way to survive. They're just standing on, like, fucking 90-degree, like, slopes of mountains, and they're like, you can't get me.
They can sleep that way.
Yeah. Dude, I saw this video on Reddit, and it was insane. It was, like, it was under the subreddit, like, Nature is Metal or something. Nature's Metal is insane. Like, it shows the most, like, gruesome parts of nature, like, fucking...
Oh, yeah. A guy at work brought it up one time.
Nature's Metal, there's some, like... There's, like, really gruesome shit on there sometimes, but there's really cool shit, too. And, dude, this one was fucking hilarious. So there's, like, there's a family of goats on top of a mountain. And then this bald eagle, like, comes over to the top. And, like you don't think it's gonna attack goats, right? Like, I don't know, an eagle, like, a goat's pretty big. Like, I mean, an eagle, you think, like, fish or something, you know, smaller, like rabbits, like, small game. Yeah. Dude, it grabs this giant, like, the biggest goat on the mountain, like, the dad of, like, the entire family, whatever, grabs that fucking goat and flings it off the mountain. The thing falls, like, I don't know, like, it must have been at least 2 or 3 football fields down from the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking slams in the rocks, slides all the way down, like, tumbling down the hill, just, like, you can tell it's fucking dead at that point. And then at the end of the video, the eagle just lands next to it and was like, okay, I did this. Oh, yeah. They showed that this was intentional.
I think Planet Earth or something showed that little thing of that eagle just hunting the fucking goats and them just, like, ragdoll falling up the side of a fucking mountain.
It's like, what could a goat even do? How do you defend against that?
It's like, you stay in the ground.
Just hope it's not you.
Pick me up from here. America.
Just fucking whip that goat off the mountain. Just, I don't know, just... And the goat's, like all locked up, too, while falling.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Dumb animals.
Nature's Metal is insane.
It's fucking hot out.
It's too hot.
It's warm. It's a warm Memorial Day.
It's like 90 degrees out.
Again, the last podcast we did, it was 90 degrees, and I think it was, like, a bunch of nice weather in between. I don't know why all of a sudden it decides again to be Satan's asshole out here.
I know. The weather's so bipolar, man. Like, I feel like when I was little, like, the weather was so much more consistent.
I think that all the time.
Yeah.
But it probably wasn't. I was just a kid and I didn't give a shit if it was 100 degrees a couple days in a row because you're a kid.
Maybe. Like, that's entirely possible, too. It's like, I don't know. Like, has weather gotten, like, more extreme or, like, more volatile? I don't know, like, global warming? I don't know.
I want to say yes, but
I mean,
that's just because we're all people and we're all just, that's how we think.
yeah,
It's
I know.
always, it
Like,
used to be
does
better.
every generation think that? You know? It's like, I don't know.
When all those coal mines are just pumping everywhere. People are like, this wasn't like this when I was a kid.
I remember we had a insane hurricane here when I was little. And, like, literally, like, so many places were just, like all the sewers were over flooded, so like literally cars were like driving like just through these giant puddles. And I remember there was like at the bottom of this hill where I lived at the time, there was a giant lake fucking at the bottom of the hill. Like literally, like you could walk into it, it would be like up to your waist. Like
Yeah.
it was there was so much water at the bottom of the hill. And me and my friends, like we found it so hilarious when cars would drive through it and they would stall. Like, we could have been, like, such good, like, citizens just telling people, no, stop. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta turn around. Like, don't go through this. It'll ruin your vehicle. No, dude. Like, we literally got lawn chairs and put it, like, on the sides of the puddle. And we were just sitting there chilling. And when people would drive through it, we'd just start dying laughing. And, like, people would be like, did you know this was gonna happen? And we'd be like, yeah, absolutely. 100%. This is hilarious. And we're just, like, 8 years old, just not giving a fuck.
You don't care.
You're not caring at all
You don't
about
know
other
the value
people's
of
shit.
anything. Yeah, you don't know.
No, you're just like, haha, you're having a bad day.
Yeah, that's all you think. Like, oh, he'll just get another car and he's adult.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They get cars and have jobs.
Oh, dude, like, I look back at it now and I'm just like, wow, we were really bad. Like
We're just shithead
the
kids.
amount of money we could have saved people. like,
Sorry.
Jesus.
Used to do dumb shit. I remember we used to steal like the little caps you put in your tires, because you know people would sometimes put like nice chrome ones or like dice
Yeah.
ones and shit like that.
I used to do that
yeah,
too,
we used
yeah.
to just steal them off people's tires, and you just didn't think anything of it. Now,
Well, yeah, steal them for your bike, right?
we just stole them to be assholes.
I stole them for my bike. I mean, yeah, I would collect them. Like, I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, what ones do I want on my bike today?
Yeah. like it's a fucking rock or something. I'm stealing other people's property. I'm like, no, but this one's shiny.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I remember I found like some skull ones before or whatever, and
Yeah,
like
that used to be cool when you find like customized ones.
yeah, me and my friends we would go around and like literally like hunt for them.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
like we'd go out for the day and like see who could find the best ones, you know. And yeah,
Stealing.
those people never got those back.
No.
Never, ever, ever.
I thought the only reason I brought it up, I was putting air in my tire the other day, and I thought about that, which is like, you're like, wow, I haven't thought about this in like fucking 15 years. Like, it's crazy when that shit happens.
Yeah, you're unscrewing the thing to do it,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my
I'm
god.
time traveling back to fucking like 2003. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I remember when we used to do this shit.
Yeah.
We were a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, man, we did all kinds of shit to just like make the lives of people harder.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. Like
Yeah.
it's just funny to watch people suffer when you're a kid. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's it. You have no like control over doing anything. So
No,
watching
it's-
other people's lives be miserable, it's always fun.
Yeah, exactly. There's something comedic about like suffering of others when like you could have done something.
It's just funny.
Like I have no idea.
I'm starting to try to catch up on Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
The new
Did the new
season.
season come out?
Yeah,
Wow. I didn't even know.
they're long episodes. They're all like over an hour.
Oh,
And the finale,
it's kind of.
and it's not even a series finale. It's a season finale. It's like 2.5 hours.
This isn't the last season?
No, there's one more after this.
Oh my god, I thought this was the last one.
One more. But it's weird. They waited too long in between that now it's like, oh, these kids are like, you know, sophomores or something in high school. And you're like, that kid's like 20. Like, what do you mean? He's not in high school anymore.
They all have deep voices now.
Yeah, they're all like fucking 4 feet taller than they were before. And you're like, well, that's what happens when you wait 3 years in between.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched
Jesus.
Old. Did you watch that movie?
No.
The M. Night Shyamalan movie.
No.
It's like these people go on a vacation and then they get shown this little like private beach that they can go to. Obviously, it's M. Night Shyamalan, so there's some fucking twist
Yeah.
involved. And they go to the beach and they start aging rapidly because the rocks and the minerals in the ocean around it for some reason age your cells rapidly.
Okay.
And it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But so when they go down to the beach, they give them like all this food, and they're like, "We don't need all this food. We're only gonna be here for a day." And they're like, "Oh, the kids need to eat a lot." And so like, it's funny because like they would literally bring up things you were asking in your head. You're like, "Why isn't this going on?" And they would say it out loud. Like no one would talk like this in a conversation because they were like discussing like, "Oh, we're getting older." Like I forgot what they said, like in hours, a couple years, or whatever it was. And they're like, "Well, oh, that's why we have all the food, because the kids are gaining mass, so they need to eat a lot more because they're getting bigger." And then like, "Well, we don't have to because we're adults and we stay the same." Like that's literally how they were talking. And I'm like, all right, I get you need to explain plot points, but you're literally just telling me what's going on. And someone was like, "Well, how come our hair and fingernails aren't getting longer then?" And they're like, "I think because it's dead cells, so they don't grow." And I'm like, this is like fucking stupid. But I gotta keep watching it to see what ends up happening. And they all just get older and fucking die. And then two of the kids end up finding some special coral reef that you swim through, and you get out on the other side, and you're fine. You don't age anymore. So like they went in the beach and they were like 11 and 6, and they got out and they were like in their 50s.
That sounds like something you would pitch to like a studio department, and they'd be like, no, like that's
awful.
That sounds absolutely atrocious."
And then like so people were watching them while they were on the beach, and the reason for it was they discovered the beach and they put people on there who have like diseases, and they give them some type of medicine, so they're doing trials like way faster than you could because it's people are aging. So they just go to some like random laboratory and just talk about how, and there's a lot of people working in this laboratory who all know. I'm like, I don't think these 50 people are all just okay with having people go to the beach and die so they can, like, one lady had epilepsy and she didn't have a seizure for 16 years, and they're clapping. I'm like, but there was a 6-year-old girl who aged, got older with the other boy, and then they had a baby within like an hour, and then the baby died immediately, they said, because it had lack of attention because of the way time goes. There was no reason for that chick to get pregnant and have a baby. She had the baby, it died immediately, and then that was the end of anything else with the baby. I'm like, this didn't need to happen. This is a horrific scene.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It cried for like a second. It's like, it didn't have attention because of how time goes here, and it died. I'm like, wow, that was kind of fucked up. Why even
That's so fucking stupid. Jesus Christ.
And one lady had some like calcium deficiency, so like the older she was getting, she started getting all like hunchbacked and like crippled looking and shit. It was fucking gross.
Gross. Ew. No.
Gross. Fucking weird movie.
M. Night Shyamalan is supposed to have some of the best twists in...
He's had some like home runs, and he's had the worst movies you've ever seen in your entire life. Like The Happening, I was so pumped for that movie, and then you watch it and you're like, the trees. That's why everyone's killing themselves, because the trees are releasing something that's making people go crazy. I'm like, it's fucking stupid. But then you watch Signs, and you're like, all right, that was actually just scary.
Signs was good.
Signs was... When that alien walks by that birthday party, everybody who's ever seen that scarred you. When all the kids are like, "Oh, something's out the window," and you're looking so intently, you're like, "What is it?"
Yeah.
And that alien just does that Sasquatch walk by, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, dude. Like, Signs was a great movie.
Sixth Sense.
I remember being so scared of that movie when I was little. Like, I was always super like. Just the amount of suspense, it makes you so scared to see the aliens, you know?
Yeah.
And does it show them ever?
At the end, yeah. It's kind of like, all right. I mean, they do look creepy. It's just the CGI at the time wasn't that great.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, it would be like creepy when you saw like a leg or whatever in the cornfield walk by, and like Mel Gibson's chasing it. That creepy music in that movie too. They did a really good job with the music in that. And Mel Gibson's he's out of his mind, but he is a good actor, so.
Mel Gibson has gone fucking senile.
Mm-hmm.
That dude, like, wasn't he on Joe Rogan like 2 years ago or something?
Yeah, talking about stem cell therapy and how he brought like his 90-year-old dad to do it. Now his dad's got like all this energy now, and he can get like boners and stuff. And like he was just talking about it on Rogan's podcast. And obviously Rogan's into it because he wants to live forever too. So he's
but you can tell when he's talking, he's like, he's kind of like Alex Jones, or like how all over the place he is.
He's out of his mind, but he makes good movies. I mean, The Patriot. I love that movie.
The fucking Patriot. Yeah, I remember.
Braveheart.
I remember watching all those in history class.
Yep.
Literally.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah. Dude, yeah.
Shot.
The first time I found out that the Joker was the same person from The Patriot, like.
Yep.
That fucked in my head for a little while.
A Knight's Tale.
Yep.
You're like, that's the Joker? Like, really? I was watching Dunkirk yesterday at my sister's. My dad never saw it, so we put it on.
Oh, fantastic movie.
And Christopher Nolan directed it.
Yeah.
And I forgot that the Scarecrow's in it from the Dark Knight series,
Yeah.
and Bane, and Tom
Yeah,
Hardy's in it.
Tom
And I'm like,
Hardy's
wow,
in
he
it.
really loves these guys. And Tom Hardy has a mask on the whole movie pretty much because he's in the
He does.
he's in the cockpit.
It would
so
have
he's
been
in
great if they gave him like that voice. Just
I was
to,
waiting.
like...
Every once in a while, you're kind of waiting for a minute, and you're like, oh, it's not coming. But it was just funny, like, oh, Christopher Nolan with these two guys again. Now you must have liked working with him.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah. Dunkirk was a fantastic movie. What's that World War II movie that they shot? It's like it's all one scene.
1944.
Yeah.
Was it 1942? It was
Something like
it was a
that.
year.
Yeah. Like they apparently like the scenes like I don't know, they're broken up into like 20 to 25 minute like intervals or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's like one shot. It's one
Yeah.
really long continuous shot.
The whole movie is like supposed to be one shot, but like they'll go through like a dark tunnel or something, and then
Yeah,
they'll come
yeah.
out in the other end, and like that's where
Yeah.
like they cut it. But it's like impossible to tell. The whole movie looks like it's one entire shot, which is like a crazy art
That's an
style.
awesome movie too. That's a really
Yeah.
good movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Like I want to see it though.
Yeah, it's like a guy. He's like a messenger. Has to bring some
Yeah.
important letter to somebody's, just his journey going to do it. But it looks awesome. Like when you're watching, like, wow, this looks fucking sick.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah.
Dunkirk.
Dude, war movies are the best. Fucking
Oh my god, it's the first time I watched Saving Private Ryan that like I was so sad.
that movie was
Just
just
so sad.
extremely well directed too.
Yeah, Spielberg. That might be his best movie.
That's his best
which is,
movie.
Yeah.
It really is.
That beach scene you feel so real. Like you feel like you're on that beach.
Yeah, like apparently like soldiers like they have a like extremely hard time like watching
Oh,
that
yeah.
scene. Cause dude, it simulates like the fog of war exactly. Like a dude's walking around like looking for his blown
yeah.
off arm, and like he just picks it up and he's like looking at it, and like it's like I've had a similar like brain fart like that almost, like where your brain goes into this mode of like literally like complete content or like normalness in like a like kind of crazy moment. And I remember like the way it happened to me, it's so not comparable to like what happened on
Getting,
Normandy and
blown
stuff.
up.
It's like a tiny little anecdote of like it's similar in a tiny way. And all I was doing is like when I was at this restaurant, right? When I was working at this restaurant like years ago, I was polishing like this wine glass, right? Because like when they come out of the washer, you just like take this rag and you like do the
Yeah.
inside of it. And I did it for like I don't know, like 7-8 glasses in a row. And then I go to do it to another one, and dude, it just explodes in my hand, right? And literally glass just flies everywhere. And I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked about what just happened. I'm still cleaning the broken I'm still cleaning the broken wine glass, and I'm just like, oh my god. I'm staring at it, and I'm still cleaning it. And then like one of the people at the bar, like they were just like stop cleaning that, it's broken. And then I like snapped out of it, and I was like, oh shit, okay. And I put everything down, and I was like, oh my god, that just happened. And like, dude, I was cleaning it for a good 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Like after like it just exploded in my hand. And like it's very similar to like what happens
Yeah.
to like soldiers. That's like the tiniest bit of shell shock like that you can use in a comparable
Yeah.
sense, because something just like crazy happened that could have hurt you, right?
Oh, yeah.
And like maybe it did hurt you, maybe you don't even know. Like I remember I was looking all over my hands. I was like, I'm good. I'm not bleeding anywhere.
Fucking
You know?
bleeding out.
Yeah, and the way it fucking exploded too, apparently the glass was like too hot or whatever, and like
Yeah,
when I did it, like I think I grabbed like a new rag that was sitting next to the ice, and then like when the cold
Yeah.
came in contact with like the wine
Yeah,
glass, it
exploded.
just fucking blew up in my hands, and like it scared the shit out of me, and I was cleaning broken glass, and I literally, because your brain it just can't compute like because like when 1 + 1 = 3 or whatever, you're just like, how did that just happen? You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you can't compute it. And literally they had to be like, stop fucking cleaning the broken glass. And I was like, oh my god. But yeah, that's my little anecdote there.
Just like Normandy.
It was just like Normandy.
Just like Normandy.
Fuck it, I'll say it. It's just like Normandy.
Just worse, even. Fuck you guys. I know my life.
I had to deal with broken glass, okay?
Damn it, broken glass.
There was no broken glass on that Normandy beach, okay? I didn't have to deal with that.
Oh, God. I can't wait for vacation to do what I'm doing right now, which is so much nothing. So much nothing. I went and bought a PlayStation 4 off some stranger.
Nice.
From the Facebook Marketplace, and it only cost me $100.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And he didn't have the age. He was like, I don't have the wires for it. I'm like, what do you mean? You have the power cord, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, that's all I have HDMI. It's not. I'm like, dude, it's not the audio video wires like it used to be. Like, it's just an HDMI. Why I have plenty of those.
I wonder how much did PS4s like come down? I mean PS5s, did they come down in price?
No, you still can't even get them.
Yeah.
They're still hard to get.
Wow.
I literally only bought it so I could play Rock Band again. It's the only reason I bought that PS4. Because I had those days off, and I'm like, what am I going to do just sitting around? I'm like, I want to play fucking Rock Band.
Rock Band's
And then I went and dropped $50 on songs, too. I'm just sitting, all the songs are $2, so I'm just scrolling through. I was like, all right, I'm going to give myself $50, and that's it. And they do like a list, like 8 or whatever, but it shows you all the bands. So I'm just going through bands. Before I got to B, I was like $25 in. I'm like, all right, I can't do this. I got to like individually search for songs because I'm just going to... I could dump, $1,000 because you're just like, oh, I forgot about this song. I want to get that. Oh, I forgot about that song. You're like, all right, a little too much money here, Nick.
Yeah, what difficulty do you play on?
I do expert. I'm a loser.
Wow.
Yep.
Holy shit. I could never do expert. I could do some songs on hard.
Yeah.
But most of the time it was medium, and I couldn't get past it. Like maybe now I could, like being older and stuff. But I mean, when I was little, it was fucking so hard.
I shred that fucking guitar. I literally, when I turned 18, I got a $500 credit card. It was the first time I ever had any kind of money. Like, that's probably the most money I ever had in my life at that point.
Yeah.
And I went to the mall and bought Guitar Hero 3. And I spent a whole summer doing nothing but sitting inside and playing Guitar Hero 3. That's all I fucking did. I smoked fucking joints and I played Guitar Hero for an entire summer.
Yeah, I remember I was the only one on our block when I was little that had, like, Guitar Hero. So, like, literally, I had friends over all the time. Like someone was on, like, the microphone and someone was on the drums.
Yeah, Rock Band's way better.
Yeah.
But it was way more expensive. So I was like, I'll just get Guitar Hero. And then I'm like, I bought Rock Band a couple years ago. I was like, all right, I want Rock Band. Because it's way more fun, especially when you're drinking. You got people over. Someone will sing the drums. Then when we were playing the drums, one time we were fucking rocking out. It was me, Julie, I think Dan. I don't know if Scott was here, but I don't know who was on the drums, but the people downstairs ended up coming up and like, listen, the singing's fine, like, but those drums are killing me because it's just like tap, 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 tap. So I'm like, all right, I guess we'll just rock out another guitar then. So I don't blame him. I tried to do it again when I just bought the game, and I was kind of sitting there like, it just sounds like shit, dude. It kind of ruins playing it because the drums are loud. Like, you can't really hear the clicking too much of the guitar, but when you're tapping on those drums and you're out of sync, like, all right, this is kind of just ruining the song because all I hear is I'm like, all right, never mind, fuck this.
Yeah, I remember, didn't Guitar Hero have, like, an online multiplayer? Like, you'd verse someone to see, like, how many points you could get?
Yeah, I think it was Rivals.
Do they still have it? Or...
There is an online for Rock. I don't know what, but there is an online. I think they have a Rivals thing that you might just post scores. I don't know if it's like a high score thing or if you actually go head to head.
Because I remember it'd be like you would join a match with another player and like literally you would be able to like see their screen too.
Yep.
And like literally you guys would battle for points.
Yeah.
Try to see who could get the most on that specific difficulty. And yeah, like I remember like I would always get shredded online like so bad.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know, like I was good at the game too, and like but like if I went like even if I like for shits and gigs I'd do like expert or whatever just to like see if someone else could do it, and dude I'd get shredded.
Oh, people
would
their
shred
lives.
you so bad. It was insane.
I think that game literally gave me carpal tunnel because if I play for like an hour, my 4 fingers that I play like hitting the buttons with like are screaming, like they hurt, like I can't really stretch them or move them after a while, and I'm like, I think that game gave me fucking carpal tunnel. I can hold the controller forever. For some reason after like an hour I'm like, all right, time to start singing and annoying my neighbors.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Put on the Avril Lavigne. He was a skater boy.
Yeah, dude, like Guitar Hero had the best songs too. Like so many songs I haven't heard in like so long too. Like great songs. Like I remember one of the first songs I played was like Living on a Prayer, and oh yeah, so good.
Some Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero had Metallica. I don't know what it is. Rock Band doesn't have any Metallica songs. I was looking for it. They don't have any.
The Rock Band got the exclusive.
Yep.
Damn.
I wanted some Metallica, but it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to spend any more fucking money.
$2 a song too, right?
$2 a song.
Wow.
Though then they got me because it was one where I'd save like 50 cents. It'd be like some band that had like 3 songs that you know, all 3 songs you know from the band. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
$5.50 instead of $6. I'm like, well, that's 50 cents cheaper. Give it to me. I'm an American consumer.
Constantly be like, oh, 1% discount?
Yep.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh,
I have to
shit.
get it now.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what I'm going to do now on my vacation, though, because it's like all the things I planned I just did in these 5 days that I had off. And I'm like, all right, now what am I going to do for those fucking 8 days?
Well, you...
Do a lot of fishing.
Yeah, fucking the Celtics going to be on, right?
I'm only going to miss one game. Game 1 I won't be able to watch because I'll have to work the next day. But every other game after that, I'm going to be on vacation. So I got to watch the whole finals.
That's so good you planned it that way.
I literally planned it.
Just in case.
I did. I planned it. I found out when the finals started, and it said June 6th. And I was like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I went fishing with my dad, actually, like yesterday. And I caught like a medium mouth bass.
Nice.
Dude, on my first cast, too. We were there for another 45 minutes, didn't catch a fucking thing.
That's usually how it works. Did you go to the Merrimack or the Concord?
Right behind, like, you know G&G's Quick Bite?
Yeah.
Right behind there is a good spot. I don't know if you've ever been there.
Oh yeah.
There's a good spot behind there. It's like this like kind of like little pool almost, but yeah, it's like a flowing river. I don't know where it flows, like to Merrimack or Concord or whatever, but
yeah, that's like Beaver Brook stuff.
Yeah.
That's like Drake it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good like little spot, you know.
Yeah.
Usually there's not anyone down there, so.
I got fucking 2 ill spots if we ever go fishing.
Yeah?
Like, people wouldn't even know they existed.
Fuck yeah.
It's real nice too.
Yeah, if you want to go like next weekend or something.
Yes, catch all the fish.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Catch some carp. It's usually what I try to catch.
Yeah,
some oatmeal.
My dad loves going for carp too. Like I've always liked going for bass because I like to like be active with my cast.
Yeah, because you just sit there and wait.
It's always good to have one like rod in for like that like a carp, like just in case, you know.
Yeah.
Because you always get like that in case the bass aren't hitting.
It's just a battling. I fucking love battling carp. It takes you like 20 minutes sometimes just to reel that fish in. I went with my buddy Wayne the first time a couple weeks ago, and I just bought new gear, geared up and everything, and I fucking first time out, so I didn't test my drag to see if it was tight or loose.
Oh yeah.
So I was sitting there, and this carp was just slowly taking my bait for like 10 minutes. Thing took off with it, so I like pulled it, and my fucking drag wasn't on all, so he just snapped the leader and just took right off immediately. And I was like, oh Nick, why didn't you check to see? Because there was just too much tension right away, and it had to have been big because it didn't snap the line, it snapped the leader, the metal leader that was on it. And I'm like, you piece of shit.
Jesus.
I wanted to catch you in.
Yeah, my
dirty river.
I think I told this story before, but my mom, when she was like pregnant for me, she caught it was like a 65 pound carp. Like it was a fucking massive carp. And like when she caught it, there was this like Chinese guy walking by, and he offered her like $500 for it. And she gave it to him.
He was gonna train it into a Gyarados.
Yeah.
So pretty cheap.
No, like literally he told my mom, he goes, "Dad, feed my family for weeks. Feed my family for weeks."
Carp are bottom feeders.
I know.
They eat shit.
It's fucking gross. But dude,
they're an ugly fish too.
Yeah, he gave her $500 for it.
Cash money.
$500. Like and she was like, yeah, sure. And the dude fucking like, and she like tied like the line around like a tree form or whatever. And yeah, the dude's fucking just like dragging it out of the water, fucking like about to like pick it up
fucking
and like
Smeagol.
Just like walk away with it. Fucking straight up Smeagol.
Smeagol. Forbidden pool, so nice and cool. And he's just beating that fish in the rock. That's what that guy was doing. We did that once at I don't know if you know where Pollywog Pond is at Shed Park. That like it's like kind of like a little swamp area.
Is it in the woods over there?
Yeah, there's like a little picnic bench and everything on it. We used to go there all the time as kids, catching frogs and shit like that.
Yeah.
And we took nets once, and we were like just pulling up in the muck, and there was crawfish and that little tiny crawfish, and some group of kids was like wanted them, and my mom, I was with my cousins too. My mom and my aunt were like, no, put them back in the fucking water. And I'm like, all right. But I remember kids on.
What, they said they want to like eat them? Like
I don't know but they wanted them.
Oh. Well, there's only one thing that they could do.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Like put them in a tank and feed them and take care of them?
They're your pets.
What? No. Like I was at this lake one time with my one of my friends when I was little, and like we were catching like we were catching like tadpoles and like it was at Crystal Lake. You know Crystal Lake?
Where Jason murders everybody?
I mean,
that's
pretty much, yeah.
Camp Crystal Lake.
Well, there's it's in like New Hampshire or whatever. It's called Crystal Lake, and it's like super clear water, like really cool place to like go swim and stuff. And yeah, we were catching like tadpoles and frogs, and we started catching crawfish. And my friend, we made like a little fire in the woods. And he found like this flat rock and he put it on the fire and he fucking just started throwing like the crawfish we caught on there. Like he would like snap off their heads and fucking throw them on there.
Jesus.
And dude, like literally after like 5 minutes, you could tell still most of it was raw. He'd fucking like take it and like throw it like literally just like snap off the meat in his mouth. And I'm just like, dude, that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
And he was loving every second of it. And I was just like, okay, dude, whatever.
He's gonna get fucking sick.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, I can't believe like I knew this person. Like,
eating raw fish.
Pretty much.
A river.
I was like, oh my God.
This is the future.
And you could tell he didn't know what he was doing. Like he was just trying to be cool.
Yeah. No, this is how they did it. That's how they did it in the old West.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he goes, we're living in the woods today, and he like fucking snaps the crawfish.
Jesus, we don't have to.
Yeah, I was like, we're going home in an hour. What are you talking about?
Where there's air conditioning and a refrigerator. What are you? I'm gonna drink some juice and watch the Rugrats. All right, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Put the crawfish down.
Jesus, it's not fucking 1800s anymore. Literally, like you could tell, like he was reincarnated, and like before he was like in a different life, like he was like a wild man.
Yeah. He traded
Jesus.
pelts.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's already almost fucking June. This year's flying by.
Flying.
My birthday's soon.
Your birthday?
My birthday's 13th.
13th of June?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Is that on like a weekend?
It's on a Monday. So that's Saturday the 11th. I'll probably do something. I don't know what. I wanted to go to Canterbury, but I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I say that, then I'm just going to want to sit here.
Yeah.
Sit here and play Rock Band. Everyone listen to me get drunk and sing.
Happy birthday to me. Jamming out.
All right, now get the fuck out of here. Yesterday I was thinking about inviting people over. Because it was Game 7. But then all I thought was, I go, if they lose, I'm not going to want anyone here. It's going to be like, get the fuck out of my place. Like, I don't want to sit here and, like, I don't want to see anybody's faces.
Just be so pissed.
Yeah.
Like literally, like, and dude, we almost fucking threw that at the end.
If Jimmy Butler hit that 3, that would have been it. We wouldn't have, I think we would have choked. I don't think we would have hit in a game.
It would have been literally would have been like 5 seconds left. Like he shot it with like 6-7 seconds left on the clock.
It was just like, oh my God. Jimmy Buckets. He is Jimmy Buckets. That guy can fucking score.
He really can. Like he'll just take you down in the post and
he's a big dude.
He'll just score relentlessly. Like even Marcus on him, dude. Like still.
Yeah. Marcus is gonna fucking shut down Steph Curry. That's what's gonna happen there.
Dude, he's gonna I don't know how this series is gonna go. I just know we're gonna beat the fuck out of the Warriors whether we win or lose. Like
it's gonna be grind.
Like literally, like they're gonna come out bruised.
It'll go 7, I bet you.
Yeah, like it might go 7, 6 or 7. Like I think we're gonna win just because of our physicality and like how much we're gonna take away from them on the offensive end. But it's still.
There's going to be a game or two where they're just going to blow us out, though. There's going to be at least a game where they're going to win by, like, fucking 20 points because they're going to hit just 20 They're going to rain threes down one game. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
You just got to win one of these first 2 games in Golden State. Mm-hmm. That's what you got to do. We lose. The only shitty thing, though, is we lose a lot of big games at home. We should have won Game 6. There's no reason. They just blew Game 6.
Yeah.
There's no reason to not win that game. It seems like every time we're at home, we're, like, losing.
Dude, home court has not mattered for us at all.
No.
During these playoffs, it hasn't mattered at all.
Won 7 road games in these playoffs. That's insane.
Like I don't know how. Like home team is supposed to have like such an advantage, like in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But like this year, Celtics fucking they don't give a fuck.
Somebody was saying that how how loud that crowd. Like that was one of the loudest crowds I've heard just watching basketball.
Yeah.
and that they were thinking that it's just too emotional. Some of these guys kind of get caught in the hype too much.
Yeah.
And they're just not as locked in.
I mean, TD Garden has, like, as far as Celtics fans, like, they are one of the loudest, like, fan groups and, like, most active fan groups, like, during
We're a bunch
game.
of fucking douchebags. It's
know.
gonna be. God damn it! I can't wait. I gotta wait till Thursday now.
Thursday, fucking 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Well, I shouldn't even say I
Jesus.
wait for Thursday. I'll wait for Sunday when Game 2 happens, because
Sunday, game 2. That's good.
I'm not gonna be able to watch Game 1. I'm not gonna be up till midnight, and then wake up at 4 in the morning and
Yeah.
go suck some hand for dick. I don't want to do that.
That was too much. Yeah, because, if you're waking up that early, that's not.
No, especially after a loss.
Yeah.
Like, if we lose, I'm glad I stood up for all that time. Thanks.
Yeah, I wake up at 7:30, so, like, I'll be able to watch it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And then I just hope, like, I know who's gonna win by, like, 11:30, so I can, like, go to bed.
Yeah, something's up at like 20 in the fourth or something. You're like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, but if it's a close game, I'm gonna be like, fuck, I can't turn this off.
Yeah, tied.
Yeah, because once you start watching it, like, you can't turn it off unless someone blows away. You know.
Tatum to drop 50 or something. You're like, all right, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah. Fucking Butler with 47 in Game 6.
47. Dropped 30 something last night.
Yeah, he dropped, like, dude, I texted you too. I was like, if we keep him below 40, we're gonna win. And he dropped 35.
Kyle Lowry's so aggravating to watch. He just flops. I mean, Marcus Smart flops, but Kyle Lowry's just like,
I feel like
the wind goes by and that guy's throwing himself on the ground.
I feel like Kyle Lowry, he was doing the same shit as Marcus was last night, but he was getting the calls and Marcus wasn't. Like, it was the same shit. Like, they were doing the same shit, but they were giving Lowry the calls.
He looked out of shape too.
Yeah.
He looked a little chunky out there.
He is, like, walking like a penguin.
A little chunky. Little Mario.
Yeah.
Little Mario Chalmers. That's who he reminds me of out there when I see him out there. I'm like, is that Mario Chalmers? Oh, no, it's fucking Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, like, there's so many NBA players, like, you think of that were, like, good, like, rotation six-man players that, like, just, like, faded out of the NBA and no one ever heard of him again.
Yep. That's
Like,
how it
Mario
works.
Chalmers, like, dude, not on ESPN doing, any type of news stuff.
He just, because he's got his millions.
Yeah.
He's got a couple titles. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go do whatever I want.
Patrick Bev, he's on First Take now.
He is. He's got a lot of opinions of a guy who averages like 8 points a game, too.
Yeah.
I get he's a great defensive player, but...
They should have benched Chris Paul.
He hates Chris Paul. He does not like Chris Paul.
Didn't he play with Chris for, like, so long?
I don't think so.
On the Clippers?
I don't know if they were... I don't know. I don't know if he was there at the same time.
No?
He could have been. I don't know. I don't think Bev's coming. I don't know. He's not a bench player, right? I'm pretty sure he's a starter. I don't see him coming off the bench for Chris Paul.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, either Bev was like a six-man, kind of. Like, it was like...
He's on the Timberwolves now, them. They're getting better. It's just funny, though.
Is Patrick Bev on the Timberwolves?
Yeah, he's on the Timberwolves.
Oh, shit. I thought he, like, retired. I thought that's why he was on First Take.
No, it's because they got eliminated, so then he went and did a little talkie.
Oh, so he's just like, yeah, they should have benched Chris Paul and...
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's just talking shit about mad people. And then saying how James Harden should get the max extension, give him all the money, and you're like, why? He's not as good as he used to be. Don't...
No, that dude's like a 16 mil a year player right now.
Yeah, not 35 or whatever insane amount of money that NBA hands out.
You get what you're worth in the NBA, man. Like,
it's all guaranteed, too.
It's guaranteed.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. You could stub your toe, step on a Lego. It's guaranteed.
Yep. That $250 million contract you just signed, that's $250 million. You're getting all of that money.
Yeah, no matter what happens.
Just give me $20, dude. Come on.
When is Tatum's contract up?
2 more years, I think. No, it might be more than that, actually. I think we signed him for... He's signed for, at least another 3. And Brown's 2 more. Or 3 more. Everyone's locked in for at least another 2 or 3 years.
That's good. Because we want, like, that, like, solid, like, squad to keep moving forward. Because, like, the amount of... Like, one big reason why we've gotten this far is just, like, the chemistry in our team, you know? And, like, because when our chemistry is going, dude, it goes. Like, we pop off.
Oh, yeah.
Defensively, offensively, like, it's insane. And, like, you could tell, like, Miami, because Miami basically built that team this year, right?
No, that's the same. They went to the finals in the bubble.
Did they go to the finals in the bubble?
Yeah, they lost to the Lakers that year. And then the year after that, they got swept in the first round.
Did they have Jimmy then?
Yep.
Oh, wow. All right, so Jimmy's been there for a minute.
It's still been the same. Jimmy, Adebayo, Tyler Hero, those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're not like a homegrown team like the Celtics, but like they're like...
they're not drafted from
Yeah.
there, you know. Jimmy Butler, they traded from the Sixers.
The Celtics pretty much like...
It's all drafted.
It's all
besides
drafted.
Al Horford.
Besides Horford, yeah. That's literally all drafted.
Everybody. That's how you do it. You got to win this for Al Horford, too. Guess he's 35, doesn't got many years left.
Dude, the way he's been playing, man, this is his last. This is his last, like, hoorah, you know?
You got to win it,
Gotta win it this year.
or I'm going to fucking lose my shit.
Yeah, man, like, it's just like, there's so much potential there, and you know what they're capable of, and when they don't live up to that, that's when you get fucking so mad.
And it's the Warriors. You're like, they've won it. You know, they've already won 3 titles. They've been there 4 times. Like,
I
this is
know.
a very experienced, very good team. It's like, fuck.
Extremely good, but like their defense is not going to be nearly as good as Miami or Milwaukee.
No.
Like we're going to be able to get
Their offense is way better than Miami and Milwaukee.
Yeah, like they're gonna pop off offensively, but like again, like we have the best defense in the league, so it's gonna be so entertaining to watch.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be a great series. Like I think there's gonna be games where Boston blows them out and where they blow us out.
Yeah, it'll be back and forth.
Yeah, it'll be back and forth, and we just have to beat them at home like once.
You gotta.
And it's so hard to beat them at home. They're like 17-0 or something at home. Like
no, they lost. I think they lost one of the who they were playing. They had trouble with the Suns.
The Suns gave them like one loss at home.
I think the Suns.
Yeah, but
nobody's left undefeated because Miami was the last team that was left undefeated at home, and
we beat them
we beat them 3 times. Yeah,
that's insane. Yeah, the Warriors. They just they're an extremely good home team though.
Oh
like,
yeah,
they've always been so.
It's
consistent
2 very big home court advantages for both sides.
Yeah,
and you got to fly across the country too. That can't be too much fun.
No.
God damn it.
All right, but I think that's a good spot to end it for today. Fucking go Celtics.
Go Celtics.
We'll fucking see what happens.
We'll see you next time.
All right, deuces.
Peace.